working hard away here. Dead. Oh. Hey guys, I'm here at Sublime Surfacing, about to get my brake rotors vapor honed. Really excited, they're gonna be looking nice and fresh. That's them right there, looking kind of rusty and greasy, so we'll get those cleaned up. Alright, so I'm here at Sublime Surfacing again with Ted. Ted has been kind enough to help me out with my build again. We're gonna be vapor honing some rotors from the Z32 conversion rotors that I'm gonna be doing. I kind of showed you guys those earlier in the video. They're looking pretty rusty, so Ted, what are we going to do to these rotors today?
Well, we're going to throw them in the cabinet. I have glass bead in there right now, so it doesn't have a lot of real strong blasting power, but we are going to be able to knock off all that rust and corrosion, all that surface rust on it, and it's going to close the pores just a little bit. On semi-ferrous metals like steel rotors and stuff like that, you do have a little bit of some soft metals that do react well with the bead and close up a bit. It's not quite the same as the aluminum or magnesium. That stuff really gets a really nice luster, but the steel does respond really nicely.
So Ted, do you want to show us some of the cool projects that you've got going on recently?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Getting a little bit more notoriety in this air-cooled world, which is great because these parts are just, there's on such showcase in the engine bay. So you've got, you know, let's see the way it sits. Like this. You've got the air cool up on, I think it actually sits on top. It's been a while since I've seen one of these actually in place. But this magnesium, it turns out really nice. I mean, that's not blasted at all. And then closed up, it's going to be a really nice surface, really bright to look at, really easy to look afterwards as well. And then the best thing with these air cooled engines is the vanes underneath.
Oh wow.
These would be tough to hit and clean up otherwise. There is a few spots that kind of really fight me because of the way that the water fluid dynamics works, and it pushes back on the stream and kind of cancels it out a bit. But you can see how it does close. I am able to get all the surface of the vane this way, and then straight in as well. And you can really see that nice luster across here. You can see the light popping off of it. You're just not going to get this kind of process any other way. You can paint it, but we all know what paint does, and I don't want to hear about anyone painting anything anymore.
And for those of you that love Japanese projects, we've got some blocks over here.
Yeah, we're really fortunate. I was saying how it's unicorn season in here right now. I've got a 26, RB26 in for a little bit of rust removal. You can see in the webbing, we've got to hit it a little bit more, but that's a really good indication of what it looked like before.
Yeah, and then the other side had been blasted.
That's right.
Well,
so knocked all that off.
And then this here is an RB30?
This is an RB30. It's actually out of Australia, my understanding. So you can see right there, RB30, and you can see up at the top, show you the difference between the heights. So you come across, you'll be able to see the difference in the heights of the deck and the displacement pretty easily on the top.
Mm-hmm. From this side here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the difference here, right across this.
3.0 liter?
That's right.
Cool.
This will be a beast. I'm not sure if it'll be ready this year, but I think that's the owner's pace. I haven't talked to him too much about it. It actually came to me through a builder. So I'm really excited to be a part of both of these, in fact, because we're going to get this one, get some life back into this one, and then get some real strong life out of this one. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to be on the front end of these projects.
You can kind of see how the cool local car community comes together. Like this block here belongs to James Green, local drift driver and spec-d. This one here is Nick from Hands Towing. You guys actually would have seen him in my first video. He helped bring Tony's car to S Motorsports. So this is the vapor hone cabinet here that we're going to use. Ted, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, for sure. So this vapor hone cabinet, this piece of equipment is from the United Kingdom. It's where the process was developed. It was used post-Second World War, and Rolls-Royce used it quite a bit to actually do their turbine blades, to anneal the surface of the turbine blades. Just kind of keen it on a very microscopic, delicate scale, but then allow it to give it just a little bit of surface tension, but then large items, so that way they could run them in and out of a cabinet or a closed facility and not have waste. They could actually recover it, keep using it. So this is a closed loop system where I put everything through, it hits everything, the surface or the slurry gets recirculated in the bottom, comes through the back, and then I just have a freshwater recirculation in it.
Wow.
So I just got it over. You can see that's really good indication of what that other magnesium part looked like.
That's crazy.
Before as well. So this hasn't been touched at all.
So what are the two different nozzles in here?
One is just my rinse gun. The other one, this line right here, you can see it just pouring out right there. So this has the water, and the glass bead gets brought up through here, and then it's actually accelerated with the air nozzle here.
Okay.
So just through the center, they join up right here in the air. I can adjust the air pressure, so that way I can, most of my work takes place around 40 to 55, 60 psi, and I can't go all the way up to full pressure out of my air compressor there at about 110.
Cool.
That's different projects.
Wicked.
Mostly paint removal and items like that when I'm slinging aluminum oxide, or I really need a heavier grit and more force. It doesn't take very long, it's a matter of just making sure we actually get everything, that's all. But the results are quite astounding. Is to get it on an angle as well, so that way it glances off and it starts to lay all the cords down. Think of it like suede or a nuba. Right. You can comb the fibers of on a very microscopic scale. You can comb the fibers down, and it doesn't affect tolerances. I'm not removing any material at all. Just removing what's not the parent material. I'm not removing the substrate, just something that's sitting on the substrate. One downside of doing semi-ferrous and ferrous metals like this is the hardness of them actually end up consuming a little bit of the bead. I use a very, very, very fine bead, but it can still split the bead. So it consumes a little bit more than aluminum does. So typically I like to use a little bit different material in here, but this is what I have in the cabinet today. Right. And I'll do this for the right jobs, but something's really, really rusty and really bad, then we got to switch media out, and I like to batch that work together.
Does this run at a fairly warm temperature?
No, it doesn't actually. It's not a hot process at all. There's a heater in the tank, and I can warm up the water a little bit. Again, for different processes, I tend to use, I just let this run cold. It seems to lay it down just a little bit differently than if I heat it up. Okay, so something like this, again with these ferrous metals like steel and when there's iron in it, it's really hard to fight. You can see even the color of this, it's got, I don't know, kind of a tan or brownish color, so you're always battling flash rust. And sometimes people call it tea staining because it looks like it's just the color of tea that you'd see inside of a coffee cup or something. So what I've done is I've thrown some rust inhibitor on this. I just kind of have a couple of products that I use just to try and keep it from rusting up a little bit further. And then this won't, you can paint over this, you can do different things to the hat of the rotor itself. But something I'd recommend is a small ceramic coating. Get a little ceramic bottle and do a nano coating to something like this. So this is going to help actually resist, or it's going to create a little bit of a barrier in areas like this where it's important that you want to maintain the finish that we put on this. This will get even brighter as I spend a little bit more time on it, but it's going to help maintain that and help protect it a little bit more.
All right, so huge thanks again to Ted for his continued support of the build. I see him a lot at Triple S Motorsports. He's always coming around, picking up some sweet engines to get done. We're definitely huge fans of his work, so we're always using him. So if you want to learn more about the process or get in touch with Ted, you can visit www.sublimesurfacing.com. He's also got an Instagram page at Sublime Surfacing where you can see a lot of his sweet projects. Ted, thank you again for everything. I look forward to working with you again.
Thanks for coming by, Marco.
Awesome. And you guys watching this video, make sure to throw a like down below, throw a comment. I know Ted watches some of the videos, so if you have any questions for him, he'll go ahead and answer some of those as well in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you in the next episode.
'Cause you lied, you're so good at it, and you lied, because you lied, that you threw with him, and you lied.